every, I don't know, few weeks, months, there's people out there in the spaces of strength and conditioning, rehabilitation, exercise, fitness, whatever you want to, what label you want to put on it, that just pop off and demonize certain exercises as dangerous or there's too much risk for the reward or however you want to describe it. And one that comes up all the time is deadlifts. And deadlifts are fine. They're great exercise, work tons of muscle mass through a big range of motion when they're, yeah, it's just dynamically bending over and lifting something up off the ground, something that people need to be able to do. So there's nothing dangerous about training well executed deadlifts with a barbell. I'm not sure why they became so easy for people to attack and point at. Typically, the people I see that attack it aren't very strong, or that they've probably uh, had some back pain or discomfort after a deadlift session in the past. But deadlifting, progressively loading your deadlifts in a methodical, systematic way is not dangerous. It's not any more dangerous than any other exercise that people can do. The rewards for deadlifts far outweigh the risks, and deadlifts become a extremely effective tool in the rehabilitation of back injuries, as far as I'm concerned. And if people have ever seen me personally, or remotely for consulting about a back injury, we're going to deadlift. And particularly if we're in person, we're deadlifting. Yeah, it might not be with a barbell in the beginning. You might use a kettlebell or a dumbbell or something like that. But if you've had back pain and we can't turn around and teach you how to effectively navigate lifting stuff the rest of your life, then you're going to have a real shit life, of a deconditioned, detrained back that never improves, and you're never going to be able to comfortably lift anything off the ground again because you've been told by somebody that a deadlift as an exercise is a dangerous thing that doesn't give you the rewards that for the some made up risk that it has, that you're going to herniate a disc if you deadlift or hurt your back. That's false. You can do that doing about anything, but well executed coach deadlifts progressed slowly after an injury to the back are money. They get people confident, they get people back to training, they get people back to function. Um, and as far as a training tool goes, just for general strength and conditioning, they're an amazing tool that's extremely safe, has great risk to reward benefits, works a lot of muscle mass, and you can get them uh, done and be just fine. And they're not going to set you up for some weird long term back injury or anything like that. Um, a well conditioned, well trained posterior, so glutes, hamstrings, back muscles, is the best medicine and protection against long-term problems created with chronic back pain. Um, so the biggest mistake people make when they have an injury or pain or discomfort in their back is not ever training it again, and then they just end up with weak um, weak muscles in the area, fatty infiltration of the musculature, poor motor control around the muscles of the trunk, and continued discomfort, pain, and disability because they were listened to someone who didn't know what they're talking about, told them to avoid doing any sort of work with their back, and then their rest of their life is uh, not as high a quality as it could be if they had continued to train, maybe getting some good coaching and moving forward with a great exercise that I is so stupid when I see it getting demonized. So for more stuff about all sorts of things training back related, check out the rest of my channel. See you later.